In the past, the Subaru XV has really been nothing more than just a cosmetic enhancement of a standard Impreza. A couple of little bits of plastic bolted on here and there, and that's been about it. Not anymore. This new XV, as you can see, has a completely different face to a standard Impreza. It's a little bit shorter in the wheelbase, and it's got a huge amount of ground clearance. More than that, it's Subaru's first proper compact SUV. It's priced at about $28,490, and that means it undercuts all of its other all-wheel drive rivals in this segment, and it matches its two-wheel drive rivals. Here in the back, the XV is surprisingly roomy, especially given that you could almost fit this car in your back pocket. There's good seating in here for four. This middle seat's a little bit tight for an adult, but you could probably get a child on there, no worries at all. And it's really just because of the transmission tunnel intruding and having to split your feet. Other than that, on each side, there's good knee room, there's reasonable headroom, and you've got a little storage pocket down here. And if I do my favourite water bottle test, it won't take a big 1 litre bottle like mine, but I am trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. Around here at the back of the XV, there's about 310 litres of boot space, which is not quite as much as you'd get in something like a Nissan Dualis, but you can easily fit a full-size pram in there. Under here, there's a full-size spare wheel. And if you take off this cargo cover and drop the 60/40 split fold rear seats, you get 1200 litres of boot space. So here in the front of the XV, the dash layout is minimalist, but it's logical. Everything's exactly where you expect it to be. And I think this is easily one of the best interiors of any Subaru in recent memory. The fit and finish is excellent. The quality of the materials is a massive step ahead of anything that's come before this car. You know, it's nice soft touch plastics, only a little bit of scratchy stuff, and there's a nice solid feel to everything you touch. So what do you get for your money? Well, you actually get quite a lot in this XV. You get Bluetooth and iPod connectivity as standard, you get a reversing camera, you get hill start assist on the manual model, you get 17-inch alloys all the way around and a 17-inch steel spare wheel, 5-star ANCAP safety rating, 3 child anchor points across the back, and you get 3-year unlimited kilometre warranty. Here in Australia, the Subaru XV is available with just one engine, and that is the latest generation 2-litre 4-cylinder boxer engine. It makes 110 kilowatts and 196 newton metres of torque. This Boxer 4 is mated to either a 6-speed manual or a CVT, and at just 7 litres per 100 kilometres, fuel consumption is better than any of its non-diesel competitors. So Subaru has always made good handling cars, and this XV is no exception. And now it might be a tiny top rough roader with as much ground clearance as a Mazda BT50, but it's surprisingly good to drive. And that's down to the fact it's got the lowest centre of gravity in its class, it's got nice direct and well-weighted steering, and it's got excellent low speed and high speed body control. So I love the ride, love the handling, but I'm not 100% happy with the gearbox. You can get a cost optional CVT, but despite its problems, I still think the manual is the way to go. That said, it's geared too short in the first couple of ratios and it's too tall in the last couple. Now that's great for fuel consumption, but it means you really do have to keep working the gearbox to get the most out of this car, especially on long hills or tightish corners, that sort of stuff. And it's compounded by the fact that peak power and peak torque are coming in so high in the rev range, up around 3.5 to 4,000 RPM. So, look, if you love manual gearboxes, then you'll love this car because you're going to have to use the box a lot. So Subaru's hoping this XV will attract a younger, more fashion-conscious buyer to the brand, and I absolutely think it will. I mean, it's easily the most rugged-looking Subaru in recent memory. It's great value for money, loads of standard features. You've got your 5-star ANCAP safety rating, and with an entry price of $28,000, it really is hard to argue against this car.